Boys, welcome back to another Bokosi's YouTube video. Today we got our best player props and spreads for week 10 of the NFL season.
And boys, before we get into it, the best place to play these is on Thrive and Underdog Fantasy. Thrive Fantasy has the best payouts out of any daily fantasy sports app. They 3.6 times your money for a 2 times parlay. Underdog has so many different options to choose from. Boys, if you want to check these out, both of them are linked in the description. If you use code BROS, they'll match your first deposit up to $100. We also post on Instagram our favorite Thrive plays before every primetime game. We've been heavily profitable. Check those out. Top links in the description.
Our first player prop of the day is Jerry Jeudy over 52.5 receiving yards. He has hit this in the last 5 games. And also, when he's healthy, there's one game he only played 14% of snaps when he got hurt. But in games he's healthy, he is 6-1 to this over. He has been money to this. Plays the Titans, who have struggled against wide receivers. Coming off the bye, absolutely love this number for Jerry Jeudy.
And our second player prop is CMC over 4.5 receptions. Last week, yes, Debo wasn't there, but he easily cashed this with 8 receptions. The week before, doesn't really count. Yes, he was in San Francisco, but only played 28% of snaps. Only did get 2 receptions. Like this number though, because the Chargers in fantasy football are terrible against running backs. To give up a lot of yards and especially a lot of catches. Hopefully CMC can get 5 receptions or more on Sunday.
Our third player prop of the day is Travis Etienne over 79.5 rushing yards. He's hit this in each of his last 4 games, and since they traded away James Robinson in the last 3 games, he has not been under 100 yards. He has been crushing this number. Plays the Kansas City Chiefs this week, who have struggled a bit against running backs. Also, even when they're down, the Jaguars have proven they still run the ball. Down big time to the Raiders at halftime last week. Still had 28 carries. Like for Etienne to continue this number.
Our fourth prop, you got to go to him. It's Tyreek Hill over 93.5 receiving yards. He's been on an absolute tear. He is averaging 122 receiving yards a game. These absolutely just can't put the numbers too high because then people are going to take the unders. 122 yards a game, only needs 94. Last 2 weeks, he has easily cashed his number. On the season, he's 6-3 to the over. With Tua, I think he's 4-5 to the over, or I think it's 4-6 to the over. Either way, Tyreek's been balling. The Browns are a decent matchup. They're like 14th against fantasy points. Wide receivers aren't great, aren't terrible, but Tyreek has been such on a hot streak. We're riding his overs.
And our spread of the week is Dallas -4 at Green Bay. Yes, it is at Green Bay, but Green Bay has been so bad. Lost each of their last 5 games, and Dallas has been on a hot streak. Also, Green Bay is so injured on offense. Even on defense, I believe Rashawn Gary's out for the year. Romeo Doubs just got hurt last week. Green Bay is just they're down so many players. They've been so bad. Just don't like them this week against the Cowboys.
And our last player prop of the video. This line feels a bit disrespectful. We got Dalton Schultz over 32.5 receiving yards. Yes, I know the Packers are really good against tight ends, but with Dak Prescott, Schultz has been cruising by this number. In the 3 games with Dak this year, 74, 49, and 62 yards. Not even close to the 33 he needs. Also, averaging 6 targets a game. Yes, the matchup may be tough. Schultz is one of Dak's favorite targets, and we like him to take the over. And boys, thanks so much for watching. Our favorite parlay on Thrive is the Schultz over and the Jeudy over. Those are our 2 best bets for the video. Check out Thrive and Underdog Fantasy. They're both linked in the description. Again, bros matches your first deposit up to $100. Always play responsibly, and see you boys next time.